Mm-hmm.
Well, that was insanely stressful. So, let's take a break from that and check out what's going on with Sandals back at the bathroom of the Double D Diner.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
So, let's go ahead and switch our Foogie back to Sandals. I'll get him back on the board. Oh boy.
The other kind of war, a diner.
Now, Sandals, I regret to inform you that there are no windows in this bathroom if you were planning on using that as a source of egress to escape from the situation you have been embroiled in.
Yeah, I think he steps in and just like closes the door, immediately looks around for windows, doesn't see them, walks over to the sink, like turns on the faucets and just like splashes his face with water and puts his head in his hands and rests his elbows on the water, just kind of covering his, or on the sink, just kind of covering his face and deep breaths. I've been in bad places before. Every problem has a solution. What is my solution?
As you ponder on that, the door to the bathroom bursts open, and you hear the sharp clop of determined hooves across the grimy tiles. In the mirror, you see her approach, wiping something from her nose as she inhales sharply to address you. Mr. Bueller, glad to see you made it out safely.
I think he stares at her in the mirror for like a moment before turning back around to face her. He says, "What is this? Some kind of stupid power move?"
Mr. Bueller, if I wanted to make a power move, I would have demolished your home while you were still in it. This is triage. There are events ongoing that must be dealt with, so we are making do with what accommodations are available.
What do you mean? How are you so confident?
This is not my first rodeo. We have undergone many operations of this scale before. I trust you remember what happened at Cape Karma.
Oh, I certainly remember what happened at Cape Karma. And I dug up your... what was it? Burning wheel? Some sort of entertainment company, shells within shells. I know about this place. What did Iceberg call it? The other side? What is your game? What are you doing? People are being hurt.
Indeed, they are. This is something I would like to bring to a close.
What does that mean? That was my entire goal. You're telling me you're sitting here on the sidelines watching us, and now you're trying to claim that you're trying to, what? It's for our own good?
I am not the one who put events into motion tonight. A purge is happening. The talent pool in our recruiting office, let's call it, grew a little too deep at that location. It attracted bigger fish. The agency has written off every asset there as lost. It's a shame when we have to give up on Mr. Kelly and Mr. Mann. They were quite promising assets, but I managed to retrieve you before shit went down. You should be grateful for that, at least.
Did you just say Kelly? Like, no. Javier was there?
Of course. He took our offer with very little need for coercion.
I think Sandal's head is spinning right now. Pass the sanity check, though.
All right. You're still in the game. You can deal with this. You have dealt with corporate types before. You know their game.
If you went out of your way to, recruit me? Then that means I have something you want. We've already agreed Melvin and Jet are off the table for you, but you did not tell me about Javier.
There is a possible future that we can align ourselves towards where all of them walk free tonight. You see, while the agency has written them off, there are certain things we do not see eye to eye on.
It's a coup. Your middle management. Is that what this is to you? Just some aggressive ladder climb? You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Look, Mr. Bueller, Sandals, I came to this country with nothing. I looked the American dream in the face as it spat in my eye. So you know what I did? I ripped out its fucking throat. Now here I am, here we are, in the room where it happens. Apparently the room where it happens is in a diner bathroom, but nevertheless, there is a decision to be made here.
I'll do what needs to be done, but I am not working without requisition. I have billable hours and more. You need to give me what I need to get this job done, because I don't think you would have come to me if you didn't know I can get it done. Do you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
I think he pokes her really hard in the chest and says, "Then play your fucking part." And he walks out of the bathroom.
And that is where that scene is going to end. Excellent. So let's cut back. Ooh boy. Back at Cape Mendocino, back in the prison yard, where Javier, Keaton, Snapper, and Dakota have fled after their disastrous encounter with Papa Coyote. Javier is having a rough time. He can't seem to remember who he is, where he is, what is happening here, and it is taking its toll on him.
I think as like Keaton is sort of leading the way and guiding us through the courtyard, just Javier's just sort of like, wait, stop right there. I need to know what's going on. Where are we? What is this place?
I think like
anyone, please chime in.
I think Keaton like cups his face, like not in like a like a romantic or like cutesy way. She's really trying to comfort him, and she's like looking at him and she's like, look at me. I'm right here. Do you remember who I am?
No, I have no idea who any of you people are.
Oh no. Okay.
What's my name?
Javier. It's on a dossier. Hold on. I'll get it. I'll pull it up. And she goes to reach for her phone to look for it, and scrolls through the list, going line by line. Javier Kelly. Does that ring a bell to you?
I don't know. My name's Javier Kelly. At this point, he looks down and sees his own tail, and he's like, "I'm a rat."
You're a rat? Yes. Good. I'm going to say some things that are going to be very concerning to you, probably, but I promise you, we'll figure out what we can do right now. You are in prison for, I think, rehabilitation. I'm not sure. I didn't pick up on all of the details. I am not a prisoner. He was your cellmate. I think she motions over to Dakota, and she says, something very bad has happened, but you knew how to deal with it. But when you tried to help, it hurt you somehow. And I don't know what's happening, and I don't know how to help you, but you were kind of the one we were all relying on, and I don't know. I'm just trying to keep you safe. And then she points up to the watchtower, and she goes, I think we need to go up there. It's the only place I can think of. I'm really trying.
Now, Dakota, you have heard that in certain clinical applications, the use of hypnosis can be used as a form of treatment for certain forms of amnesia.
I was about to ask.
Yeah, so you could go ahead and give me a hypnosis roll if you want to try and help out here. And Snapper, as you look up to the watchtower that Keaton points to, you see a trail of flames leading to it, your eyes burning to behold it, as a lighthouse is slowly overlaid atop it in your vision. The light shining at the top, drawing you in like a beacon. You feel drawn to it. It's not something you need to act upon immediately, but you know that this is where you must go in time.
I think you might be right, Keaton. There's answers there.
The morgue. Someone said something. I don't remember who at the moment. It might have been you. The elevator. We need to get back to the elevator.
Right. But first, Javi, come on. We've spent pretty much every waking moment together the last month. Do you remember? And I think Dakota has walked over at this point. Just kind of gently places his hands on Javi's shoulders if he'll allow it.
Oh yeah, I allow it.
So I'm kind of just making uncomfortable direct eye contact. Come on, you need to remember, just abracadabra cadabra.
He's gonna reach out and grab you.
At this point, I feel like Javier feels like this huge lump in his throat, and he doesn't quite remember who everyone in the group is. But he starts to remember a little bit. I'm Javier. Oh my God! I'm in prison.
You said something about Sandals, and
is Sandals here? Is Melvin here?
Who's Melvin?
Oh my God! This is. I've killed someone before. This is. What the fuck?
Things
Oh,
are rushing
everything's-
back to you, flooding your mind. The sting of electricity across your flesh, across your spine, dancing through your neural network. It is
Oh,
all
God.
consuming. You remember the trials, the tests, the puzzles, all the torments they subjected you to here. And you remember the brief reprieves from that torment, the warmth of having someone there to confide in.
I think at this point I just give Dakota a big hug, and Javier just starts sobbing.
Yeah, Dakota's
I-
definitely caught off guard and just does the oh. There he is.
I can't believe I fucking did this to myself. I couldn't stop doing it. I couldn't put it down. I said I was coming here for rehab, but that was a fucking lie. I lied to myself. I was just trading one addiction for the other. The lighthouse, it fucked me up real bad. I can't stop it. Dakota, I told you I'd help you with your powers. I don't know, man. You should run far, far away. You don't want any fucking part of this.
I think that Dakota is just kind of patting Javi on the back. It's like, oh, no. I don't want any part of this. I want to leave. But it sounds like it just kind of glances up at Keaton and Snapper from this embrace, like, lighthouse, watchtower, whatever. That's our way out.
I can't think of any other place we could go. I mean, even if we just need to wait out the storm, whatever was happening in that chapel, I don't want a single piece of it. And I think she looks, at Snapper. And she goes, "What is this about a lighthouse? I don't understand."
I think at this point, Javier's he's trying to take in what everyone is saying about the urgency of the lighthouse, but he's just going through his pockets, because even though most of the memories come back, he's still very groggy and a little confused. He's just laying out everything he has. He puts a scalpel on the ground. He puts the trank gun and some tranquilizers on the ground. He's like, holy shit, how did we wind up with this?
Long story.
he puts the condom on the ground. What the fuck?
You got the good stuff.
He's ready.
Oh my god.
I don't think we're
Deep
safe.
breath.
Not with that fucking flying freak. You did. Oh. You just.
He
Yes.
flies now?
You didn't see what happened to Jet.
now.
What happened to Jet?
The whatever he was scratching him up, and the wounds were sprouting eyes like he had. I don't know if we're ever gonna see him again.
No, we can't focus on this right now.
So I just rolled a spot check. Do I notice anything different about the lighthouse or the guard tower?
You don't notice anything different. There's an eerie light pulsing within it, but it's been that way all night. Unsettling, to be sure, but it's always been this way, hasn't it?
Oh god.
The doctor didn't know anything about that, right?
Someone mentioned a code, a 451. I don't know. I think it has something to do with the panel, but we haven't gone back yet.
Oh my god, you're right. That was information Dakota had. Absolutely, let's get to that fucking elevator.
Okay. Oh, it feels good to hear you a little bit confident again. Let's go. Let's just go. We'll worry about Jet later. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. It has to be. Melvin's still in hiding, where I think it's going to be okay.
Grab the trank gun and just. I just would like to hold on to that.
Yeah, that's very useful.
I don't know if you emptying
Javier-
your pockets was like.
Javier looks at Dakota doing that and just says, "Good move. I was probably just about to inject myself with a little bit of that."
Yeah, why don't you let me handle this for now?
Just take the edge off. All right.
Yeah, that's fine. You can have it. And I grab the scalpel and the condom, and I'm looking at it like, how did I wind up with this again? What?
Ivan.
He always comes through.
I just want to point out that the YouTube AI chat summary is convinced that we're discussing the current Among Us game that we were playing.
Huh. There is about that much screaming, yes. Now, as this group heads through the prison to get to the morgue, let's cut back to the terrifying chapel that nobody wants to go to, but we're doing it anyway. Where we see the monstrous Melvin on the floor with Jet, the both of them having gone through the absolute emotional ringer with the events that preceded here. As the two of you slowly recover, you hear some shuffling from beneath the door that Jet knocked down upon your entry into this room.
Swear to God.
You hear a voice call out from beneath the door. Is it safe?
What? Wait, do I know that? We don't know the voice, do we?
You don't know that voice. It sounds familiar. It sounds like the hand creature that claimed itself to be an angel.
No. I don't know if Jet can even move right now.
He's pretty banged up. He's not in a good state. Melvin cranes his massive head over to look at the door, slowly reaching out to grip it and turn it over to set free whatever might be trapped beneath. As he does, you see a young man climb out.
No, it's Motel.
From the state he's in, you suppose he is perhaps a member of the Redeemers or merely captured by them. But that's not the person who was making that noise just now. Scampering out from beneath the door and climbing up onto the young man's head is another one of those creatures.
No.
This one's cute.
Is it safe?
God damn it, what is it now?
Where's Papa?
Cult's canceled, go home.
Oh, we can go?
The little hand looks down at the boy he is perched atop and he says,
Motel, go home.
The boy doesn't seem to be one for words, but his eyes widen and he nods eagerly, happy at this revelation that he can simply go home now after everything he's been through. At your urging, they slowly start to head for the door, heading towards the exit.
They have to go through like the whole building for that, right?
They would have to go through this hallway and then like 2 more hallways to get out to the front office and then out. Yeah. So you would have time to stop them if you would like to.
He'll run into everyone else. That could be their problem.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Just give him a minute.
As they depart, you are left alone with Melvin as he says, "Didn't he look a little young for prison?"
I don't care anymore.
What do we do now?
Bleed mostly.
No, we gotta get you patched up. You're hurt. You're real hurt.
I'm just so tired.
No, you need to stay awake, Jet, please. And he scoops you up and manages to get back on his feet, determined to get you to the medical room, to get you fixed up. He doesn't know how to do that himself, but that's where all the medicine is, all the medical supplies. Surely that's where he can help you.
Don't worry about it. I'm sure Melvin's got it covered.
He starts to panic as he hears you drifting in and out of consciousness, booking it across the prison complex to the infirmary, where he runs into the rest of our group. He comes in carrying a bloody and broken Jet, your back exposed with the array of eyes clawed across it, plain for any to see. Help, please. He's hurt.
What the fuck?
What?
It's also like the first that almost anyone's seen of his eyes.
Yeah,
The other ones.
if they're even open at this point.
Javier asks, "What happened to Papa Coyote?"
He's gone now, but he hurt Chet real bad.
Fuck. God, I'm so sorry. I wasn't there to help. Jesus Christ.
Is Jet bleeding?
Oh, he's bleeding a lot, yeah.
I mean, can we try a first aid to stop that?
Yeah, let's do a
Yeah.
first aid. Everybody loves a good first aid.
Or is it
gotta
just a free roll? Can we all
Swear
try?
to fucking God.
One person can do it, and anyone else who's assisting can add a bonus die.
Keaton will assist. Do you want to
I
roll
think-
it, Dakota?
Yeah, I think that what this looks like is like, I think Dakota is just straight up taking his like outer jacket off to kind of help triage.
Can't we
Which
just
is
roll
that?
the power of love?
We use that.
We can
Alright.
use that. Keaton
We
will
can-
just take whatever you just ripped off and then
I'm
just
not gonna
begin.
get it.
Sure.
I know,
Why
like,
not?
You're
Like,
gearing up to like be his second in command, his sous chef for surgery, and you see that he is just completely inept and probably going to do more harm than good. And you kind of just take over and handle things.
It's fine, Dakota. You're in shock. All of us are in shock. I've done this before. Just let me patch whatever this is up. It's probably just more small cuts bleed worse than big injuries. Oh God, are those eyes?
There's so many eyes. Jet, go ahead and give yourself 1 health back.
Great.
Great.
I'm helping.
We love it.
Maybe
we should go get the doctor.
Successful heal roll.
After everything that we went through, I'm gonna be real. I don't know if I can handle the doctor.
He's a lot.
He's useless. Remember the last time you tried to help? And I point towards Snapper.
I
don't think remember he's a much.
medical doctor.
I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. This is the best I can do. And then she just like covers up his back and just like ties it around him really tight. Suck in like a corset, like just pulls it as tight as it will go to try and just keep him. And then if she sees his eyes, she also probably is terrified. Like, oh God.
Oh, what the fuck did he do to your eyes?
Javier, you remember his eyes were
Mhm.
different back at Cape Karma, back when he first took his sunglasses off there as well. This is a more advanced form of that, but it makes sense that he would have progressed in this way.
Yeah, Javier's not too surprised by what he's seen. Even the fresh wounds all over his back, Javier's just kind of like not surprised that it played out this way.
Do you at least remember who he is, Javier?
Oh yeah, I remembered who he was before anyone else here. That's kind of the memories kind of came back chronologically.
Okay.
With the eyes covered up, Jet feels some semblance of stability returning to him. You are no longer suffering a penalty on sanity checks while they are covered.
I think
He just rolls over and fucking spews the weird otherworld bile out.
oh god.
The black metallic ferrofluid that spikes upwards towards the watchtower.
What does that mean?
It can act like a compass, I think.
That's not good.
It sort of it can signify like a powerful source. It's probably pointing towards an anchor point.
Okay. They did say something about an anchor, about it keeping us here, maybe. If that's what we have to do.
That's the plan. We're gonna get up in that lighthouse. We're gonna smash whatever the fuck is up there, and we're gonna get the hell out of here.
Okay. Melvin, can you carry Jet up after us?
Yeah, you go up first, and then I'll follow.
Keaton looks at him and she's like, "Are you gonna be okay for right now?"
I don't know, but I just have to think about making him okay. Give myself something to focus on.
Do you want one of us to stay with you?
No, I'll look after him.
Okay. Let's get in the elevator, everyone.
How do you
guess
make it go up?
I think we have to... I'll fix the panel. I think we have to use the code. Dakota, Javi says it was something you knew. I think it might have something to do with the buttons. I'm not sure.
Intelligence roll to suss out what if it's a sequence of buttons to press.
Sure.
Or
I guess if everyone's here, then Motel's gonna find Craven.
Yep. That's a weird pairing out in the lobby. All right. Dakota. That is a hard success. Very nice. You work out from the numbers you heard thrown around earlier that it sounds like indeed first button 4 times, second button 5 times, last button 1 time. Pressing them in that order may in fact activate some hidden purpose in this elevator.
I think he just wordlessly does it. He doesn't explain what he's trying to do. He's solved enough puzzles to understand that sometimes you just got to do them. Let's see if it works.
In your mind, you're just hammering out the notes to Funky Town. And with that, the elevator kicks into motion. with everyone inside of it. And instead of moving at the absolute crawl, it moves to descend down into the laboratories beneath the complex. It moves at a rather hurried pace upwards.
This thing can move fast.
Haven't seen it do that before.
That would have been really nice when we were stuck with Barochi.
You're telling me.
You guys are too hard on him.
I think Keaton just looks at Snapper like, how could you?
Everyone just horribly
everyone
betrayed.
looks at Snapper like...
Nobody liked that.
He broke your rib, dude. Twice in a
You
row.
keep
We
saying
all
that.
saw
I
it.
don't remember it.
We all saw it. He did it twice in a row for some reason. We told him
Yeah.
to stop.
Yeah, weird. They should take away
He
his
made
license.
it worse.
Soon the elevator stops, and then it begins moving sideways.
What the fuck?
Wait,
Aw.
wait. The elevators do that? What the fuck?
Oh, this shit better not Tower of Terror us.
Figures it'd be some Willy Wonka shit.
The Wonkavator begins rotating as it's moving sideways. You can feel the change in angle and force as you are delivered unto the watchtower, the panopticon that stands high above the prison at Cape Mendocino.
Before the doors open, I think I tell Dakota, hey man, no matter what happens here, I really gotta thank you. You've saved my life. Not just a few minutes ago, but this whole time here, I've been kind of trying to keep a stoic face about all the fucked up shit that's been happening here, hoping you would never have to learn about the horrors underground. If you hadn't helped keep my sanity in check while we were here, I think I would have lost it much sooner, man. Thank you.
Well, of course. You're the only person that's been nice to me this entire time. I could have
I just going to give him a quick hug, and I'm going to try to get us the fuck out of here, man. Fuck.
How long did that elevator ride take?
Not very long, like 10 seconds up and then another like 30 across.
So, this anchor point, do we all need to be here for it?
Do you have a better idea?
No, we need to get the other two. Get the hell out of here.
Sure, we'll just send
Right.
it back down.
Good.
I was just going to say, does anything stand out to Snapper in this space now that he's up here?
When the elevator's doors open, you behold the watchtower, the 9-sided room. It seems to serve as both a security office and watchtower alike. An array of monitors flip through dozens of feeds without anyone manning the controls, seemingly moving of their own accord. Floating in the center of the room is a tremendous, otherworldly creature, alien and angelic in equal measure. You know from just a glance that this is what the Redeemers had been seeking to bring forth. This is justice.
Oh.
Oh,
The whole group turns and just sees this.
And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Oh.
what the fuck is this?